Hey guys, this is my initial review of the Anbernic RG-552 handheld gaming device. This handheld is a 5.36 inch 5:3 aspect ratio or 1920 by 1152 pixel touchscreen, two 3200 milliamp batteries for between 3 and 4 hours of gameplay, and a 4 GB LPDDR4 RAM. It also has onboard 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and runs on the Android 7.1 operating system as well as Linux. It comes with a USB-C fast charging 30-watt charging cable, a screen protector, and has a 16 GB micro SD card with the Linux operating system pre-installed. This is the black metallic version, but they also have a gray version. It has low profile volume rockers on the left side, and they don't get in the way during gameplay. And the power button is on the right side, which has a little higher profile than the volume rockers, but I haven't had any issues with it being in the way. And on the back there are rubber pads and a fan intake. On the top of the unit there's a fan exhaust vent, as well as your L1, L2, R1, R2 buttons, a micro HDMI out, a headphone jack, a USB 3.0 port, and a USB-C charging port. On the bottom left there's a micro SD card slot for the operating system, and one on the right for your game storage. There's also a reset button as well as a function button. Your speakers are also there and have a great sound to them. On the front there are start and select buttons, a D-pad, colored AB, XY buttons, and 2 analog thumbsticks. Right out of the box there are no games installed, but getting set up is quite easy. You'll need a second micro SD card formatted to FAT32 to add your games. The size that you need depends on the number of games that you'd like to add to it. While the unit is off, simply insert the micro SD card into the right slot and then turn the unit back on. This will automatically set up your SD card to add your games. Then turn off the unit and go to your computer and add your games to the appropriate folders on the micro SD card. Then simply insert the micro SD card back into the unit and turn it on. I've noticed at times that the system doesn't recognize the card, so I've had to reboot occasionally. But once the card is recognized, then your game systems and games will be on there and ready to play. You'll also want to set up your Wi-Fi to your network so you can scrape your images to your newly installed games. Once you do that, you're ready to go. In Linux, in order to get out of a game, you'll need to press the function and the select buttons at the same time. Now for demonstration purposes, I'm running the games on the Linux operating systems on the left micro SD card. You can run your games from the Android operating system, but you'll have to boot the RG-552 without the micro SD card on the left. You'll also be able to use the touchscreen in Android. You'll also have some options for cloud gaming with Steam and Xbox Cloud Gaming, although I haven't had a chance to check them out yet. This handheld has a beautiful screen with vibrant colors. You may want to go into the settings to change the aspect ratio for the games that you're playing though. The gameplay is very nice on this handheld. The unit feels good in my hands and the buttons are very responsive. The sound is crisp and has a good volume to it. The shoulder buttons are fine, although I do prefer having the controls laid out like an Xbox or a PS3 controller. I did try some fighting games to see if it would be a problem doing the special moves, and I had little trouble doing that. The idea of having this handheld is for me to play my games on the go. And with this handheld, you get many hours of enjoyment. You can now take your wife and your girlfriend to the mall, and you can just wait for them in the car while you play for hours. Overall, this is a quality retro gaming handheld. The gameplay controls are very good, and it's nice to have the option to have the HDMI output. The screen is great, and I like having the fast charging USB-C. You can also play while you're charging. It's a little pricey, but it's not a bad option if you're looking for a handheld for retro gaming. Well, that does it for my review of the Anbernic RG-552. While you're here, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so you don't miss when we post new videos. So with that, have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next one.